Going into this race, I feel good, really good. 3 or 4 weeks ago, I won Dallas Triathlon to wrap up the Lifetime Fitness Toyota Cup. So from there, I trained really well for about 2 weeks, and I was absolutely flying, and I was ready to race 2 weeks ago. So I had to kind of back off a bit and not push it too hard. And 1 week out now, I feel great. Can't wait to get to the start line. Everything's been going really well. As I said, after Dallas, I trained super hard for a couple of weeks there, and something had to give. I was on top of everything, and my 4-year-old boy got sick, and then my wife got sick. So of course I'm going to catch it from them, and I've had it for probably a week now, and I feel like it's just it's not going to be a problem next week. I want to go into the race with no excuses. I want to be 100% ready, and I feel like I can win the race, but if I do get beaten by someone, then then all the better for that person, because I'm ready. I'll have no excuses when I get to the start line. Preparing for a 70.3 is a little bit different from Olympic distance. You just need to add a little bit more distance into your training. An extra hour or so on the bike, and maybe extra half an hour on your long run. I don't find the training too much different, because it's still only a 4-hour race. It's not like an Ironman, which is 8+. So I really enjoy training for the halves, because I can still do all the quality that I need for the short course. And I'm really enjoying the difference this year in doing a little bit longer training miles. And I'm turning 34 on Sunday, so I think it's time for me to step up even more, and possibly do some Ironmans next year, and definitely continue doing the 70.3 distance. The pressure is nothing for me that I worry about. I put pressure on myself, every time that I get to the start line. I feel like I can go into any race, and I'll be a favourite at any race. So this is no different. I really need to concentrate on my own race. I can worry about other people as well, but if I don't concentrate on what I'm doing, then I could get my nutrition wrong, or I could put a bit too much effort in somewhere that could hurt me later in the race. So I'll just worry about my performance. I've done a lot of courses similar to Clearwater. St. Anthony's is one. It's a really flat bike, flat run, hot conditions. So I have races that are similar, but I do ask people that have done the race before. Joanna Zyger, who won it last year, has given me some good advice. Paul Matthews was in Boulder this year, and he was telling me about how it's it's a flat course, so it's really hard to break up the packs. And in talking to them, I feel like the course really suits me, just because St. Anthony's has been good for me. And I think it's going to be similar conditions and a similar course. The shift from drafting races to non-drafting is a huge difference. This year in particular, I've pretty much put all my focus towards non-drafting, and it's definitely showed with my results with non-drafting and drafting. I think I've won 8 races this year, 8 major races, and in my drafting races, I've had 1 or 2 good races, and most of them have been, pretty average races, because I don't like to just sit in a pack on the bike and wait for the run. I like to, attack the race and swim hard, bike hard, and run hard. And I've really enjoyed the non-drafting this year, and but I really need to focus. 2012 London Olympics is something that I definitely want to do. Beijing last year was great to get there, but the result wasn't what I wanted. So I definitely have some redemption that possibly if I make the team in 2012, I could possibly redeem myself and get that medal that I wanted. So, although I enjoy the non-drafting, I definitely want to compete at the Olympics again in 2012. If I win Clearwater, I'll definitely take the spot for Hawaii. It's a race that I think all triathletes want to do. It's something that I've actually watched the last 4 or 5 years. Actually went to Hawaii and watched, and it still scares me just to watch. It's a terribly hard race, and anyone who does it, they don't look like they're having a lot of fun. Maybe the person that wins enjoys it, but it's something that's going to be a huge challenge for me. And as I said, I'm 34 now, or going to be on Sunday, so I'm definitely ready. I've been waiting for the step up to the longer distances, and after this year doing a few of the 70.3s, I've enjoyed them, and I'll definitely take the spot for Hawaii next year. The 2012 London Olympics is absolutely something I'd like to do. I really enjoyed going to Beijing last year, and the result wasn't what I wanted. So, hopefully I can make 2012 and redeem myself. But in the meantime, there's the 70.3s and possibly Hawaii or an Ironman or so before that. I feel like if I keep my speed and concentrate on my running, I could definitely be a factor in 2012. My TT bike position has come under scrutiny a little bit this year, just mainly for the fact that my arms, the angle of my arms are a little bit lower than most people, but I'm 6'5". I think my angles are a little bit more extreme because I've got longer limbs. For Clearwater, I've changed it up a little bit. I put my my stem down a centimetre. I feel like Clearwater is going to be a dead flat course pretty much on the bike, and aerodynamics will play a little bit more of a factor. So I'll be a little bit more aero, but my arms will be in the same position they've been in all year. I feel the most power when I'm in that position, and I think that's the best position for my body. I've been watching Universal Sports. They show Hawaii Ironman every year, and I noticed Peter Reed, Tim DeBoom, all those guys have a similar arm position to what mine is. Maybe mine's just a little bit more extreme than them, but it was good for me to see them, and it reinforces that my position is really close and similar to those guys, and they're great athletes and great bike riders. So I feel like my position is pretty close to theirs, and I think it's good for me.